Hey again, everybody. This is Mr. Carnes, and today I'm going to show you guys a little bit about extensions of what we worked on yesterday, which was signing in to our App Inventor and PLTW notebook and getting those two applications open, looking at 1.1 just a little bit. And so today we're going to dive right into 1.1 together. And so starting right off the bat, I'm in student view under modules in your Canvas. And we're going to click on links, websites, and passwords to log in. Going to go ahead and open this in a new tab, open this in a new tab. That way I have them both readily available. Okay, if this will work with me. There it goes. Okay, URLs will be more like this. You're going to have to find your name in here and type it in or double click it, copy it in. A lot of people were having trouble. They were selecting this, but they'd get this extra space right here. So make sure if you're copying the password in that you don't get this little space in there, or else it'll throw it all off. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my actual PLTW account though really quickly. And mine's going to look a little different than yours, but you will still be clicking on courses. And then I'm going to be clicking on, again, I think URLs looks kind of more like this. I'm going to click on the English version of our notebook here. And what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at lesson one, which you can just click on lesson one right here. And it'll open up activity one within lesson one. So lesson one has 8, I believe, different 8 activities within it. We're going to be doing several of them, and we're going to start out with 1.1. And you can see right off the bat, the essential questions that it asks are: in what ways does technology affect people's lives? So we're going to take a second to reflect on that and think about the different ways that technology has affected everyone's lives. Um, if it wasn't for technology, we clearly wouldn't be the dominant species on the planet. And so you could think about the ways that technology has changed through modern times, all the way from basic typewriters to now we have speech to talk. And I mean, you can just ponder this question for quite a bit. It has a lot. I really like this question, and it really goes into what we're going to be learning in the class. So, in what ways does technology affect people's lives? Second essential question here is: how do computer scientists design and develop mobile apps that meet desired needs? So, you could also reflect on this a little bit yourself, um, and decide how do apps, whether they're on your phone or whether a business uses some kind of a program or whether you use some sort of program like Microsoft Word or Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, just any kind of an app. How would that meet your needs? So I really like that. We're going to be answering both of these questions in class. One thing I'd like everybody to go ahead and do now is click on this underneath resources. Click on this first file here, and when you do that, it should pop up down here in the bottom left corner. It's going to automatically go to your downloads folder, which is good. So what I want everybody to do now is go ahead and read this part here about computer scientists and mobile applications and computer science. Um, I want everybody to read that, and then I want everybody to go ahead and pause our video right now and watch this unit introduction video. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and it's really great for just kind of opening up the entire unit as a whole and looking at what we're going to be doing. So I think that it would be essential that you go ahead and pause the video now and go ahead and watch that one. So hopefully you just watched the unit introduction video and you could reflect on, again, some of these questions here. And we're going to go ahead and start on step one here. And that would be to open up the App Inventor site and click the Create Apps button, which I've kind of already done. But I've already opened it once, but we can go ahead and open it from our textbook. Click on Create Apps. I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my at VBSD account. And most of you, some of your screens will go straight to this. Other people's will look a little different, but give me 1 second and I will show you what to do next. It's saying enter your Google password um, to sign in. So step 3 says to start a new project. To do that, you'll have to go into projects up at the top left corner and click on start new project. And then there's actually a naming convention here. And I'm going to copy and paste this in. Just going to copy that, paste it in, and instead of like initials, I'm just going to type in the letters TK and hit OK. Okay. Already, since I've already gone through the entire curriculum, mine's going to be a little different. Let's see if I can delete that one. So you can see I have a lot of apps that I've done here. Okay, let's retry this. Okay, awesome. So now this is named correctly up here in the top left corner. And we can go ahead and move on to step 5. Click OK. So great. Pretty much make sure you're reading each of these, all of this stuff here within the steps. Essentially, what this is doing is it's going to explain to you how to use. By this, I mean like 1.1. It's going to explain to you how to use App Inventor. Um, because before you can really go on and understand the theory of app creating, you have to understand the specific tools that you're working with within the program. So before we can really understand the theory, we're going to have to understand the individual pieces within it. So, and it's just like any other thing. So, there are lots of components within App Inventors, and there's a lot of properties that you can play around with, as you can see. And we're going to be doing that in 1.1, and you're just going to be going down through these. Feel free to answer these questions. It does actually ask questions. Um, you do not have to answer all the questions. However, feel free to. And instead, what you're going to need to do for our assignment today is you're going to go all the way down, do all of 1.1, and open up this PLTW 1.1 assignment, and you'll have to take the quiz. And the quiz actually just has numbers. Let's see. Let me see real quick. 6, 9, 22, and 23. So number 6, numbers 9, numbers 22, and numbers 23. Those are the ones that you'll be answering in Canvas and that are graded. Again, feel free to answer all these other ones. And eventually you'll get to a step where you need to sync your app to one of my physical Android devices. And so when you get to that step, just go ahead and ask me for one of the Androids, and I will hook you up with one. And step 19 is kind of where this starts within that, and I can help you kind of do that. But it does clearly give the steps of how to connect it. You'll go all the way down, and step 25 is the very last step. If you're completely done with 1.1 today, go ahead and I would encourage you to read the app creator's unit problem. It's what we're going to be doing at the end of our class, at the end of the quarter. And if you're totally done, you could go ahead and answer these conclusion questions. If you're just one of those people that really likes to be ahead and just kind of like an A+ student, um, alternatively, you could do work for other classes. You could make sure that all of the assignments for my class are finished. Obviously, you could you can go to Nitro Type, I suppose, or you can go ahead and go on to 1.2. I would encourage you to go ahead and continue working and go on to 1.2 and beyond, and then start working on some of the other apps. So they do get a little harder in complexity, and 1.1 to like 1.7, I think 1.7 is where you're sort of doing things on your own. So 1.1 through 1.6 are where you will be learning the components and how to get around in our App Inventor program here. And then 1.7 and 1.8 are going to be the last ones in Unit 1 that kind of really challenge your learning. And you'll have to come up with some challenging concepts on your own. So all you need to have done for today is you need to have 1.1 finished. You need to have synced up your tablet to your app, and you need to make sure you have the PLTW 1.1 assignment quiz finished. And I'll just be checking off on your PLTW 1.1 assignment. I'll be checking to make sure that you have synced up your app and that you have completed the app before you move on to the next one. So if you are one of those people that get behind and you're running out of time left in class and you're not quite finished with the quiz yet, it's actually due. It'll be available until like next week, but it really needs to be done by this Friday when I put in grades, or else your grade's going to look pretty bad since we have so few grades. But make sure you go ahead and copy and paste your answers. If you're not done with the quiz and class is about to run out, copy and paste your answers into like a Word document, save it to that computer, and that way tomorrow you can come back and you can copy and paste the answers back into your quiz. So anyhow, best of luck, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck with everything.